guys, and welcome to I Punt Smart. We start off in the first, and we can use our new feature of collateral form here to some extent. Looking at the scratched or Cinderella Story, finished 3.55 lengths behind the winner. Fashion Enigma 5.05, so Fashion Enigma on that is 1.5 behind. And then Splash of Green finished 0.65 behind Cinderella Story, meaning that Splash of Green is 8.05 ahead. So that's 9.5 lengths on these 6th May and 15th May runs. So on that, I'm going to go with Splash of Green as my first choice, Fashion Enigma as my second choice, and then the Stuart Pettigrew Prairie Falcon as my third choice. Moving on to the second race, and yeah, I think we're looking at the way I'm mowing double. Starry Winter Night with Ryan Munger as my first choice, and then King Arthur at 8-1 as my second choice. Arkan as my third choice. Just close this collateral form here again, and you can see the bipot and all the detail here. I probably think 12 and 8 is enough, and that's why that is all I have in my high risk bipot. 12 and 8, my first two choices. Arkan, my next choice, my master. Capable, that could be looking for a little bit more improvement today, because if I look at Capable's bat C, best bat C here, although it's in red, it's very close to Starry Winter Night, so I wouldn't be surprised if Capable is a nice little backup for Starry Winter Night. So 12, 8 and 3 is probably the first three for me, and then 2 and 10, Arkan and my master. That's got all the bum rolls here on this side. Race 3, I think it's probably a race to some understated in Royal Mazarin. Royal Mazarin now gets the services of Warren Kennedy, where on the 27th of April, Aljo Ferraris is now on board. Gunguicha was 1.4 behind the winner, and on Mazarin, Matsule was 3.7 behind the winner, so that's a 2.4 lengths difference. The difference also being Royal Mazarin was backed in from 14 into 6, where Understated was drifting from 7 into 12. So on that information, I would imagine that Royal Mazarin was running below par, below what it was capable of, and therefore I think that Royal Mazarin has a very good chance of beating Understated. So those are my first two, and then my third is One Block, and my fourth is Whole of the World. So I think that would probably be your quartet. In the fourth race, I am going with the Chief Rafif as my first choice, and then Right Choice as my second choice. They have run against one another before on collateral form. You can see that at the bottom here, Right Choice and Chief Rafif. And on that 30th of May run, Chief Rafif was 5 behind the winner, carrying 57. He's one less today. And Right Choice was 57.5, he's a half less today. Yes, Right Choice does have blinkers fitted today, which could potentially improve him. But looking at Chief Rafif, he's taking the pacifiers off today, which could quite capably improve him as well. If I am looking at the previous time he didn't have the pacifiers on, his bat figures were 1.4 and 0. Put the pacifiers on, his bat figure went to 9.2. Bat figure then went to 15 on his next run when Craig Zaki was riding, and hello again to Chase Majan. Bye-bye for the pacifiers. Might suggest that Chief Rafif will have a much better run as well today. So Chief Rafif, Right Choice, and then I'm L. And Fast Draw is not out of it for me either. He does have the best bat 42 form on his last run on the 3rd of June, and that was a 58.99 over the 1400, which was a hell of a lot better than the 60.48 on the 1600 by Chief Rafif. But Chase Majan has moved to Chief Rafif, and Ryan Munger, which has had a second and a fifth on Fast Draw, is back on fast draw now. You can see that that run was a 33, drifted to 50, and he still finished second, so maybe today he's got some sort of a chance as well. So he'll be my fourth choice. In the fifth race, I don't think that Royal Wolf is worth value at that kind of price. He is the top rated. My second choice is Dancing Queen, Au revoir, and Down to Zero, with then Captain Hindsight, Epic Dream. That's again got a Warren Kennedy connection here today. As you can see, the 9% win and 38% additional place for Candice Dawson. He is an only runner for Candice Dawson, so I don't think he's out of it either. So he's my next best, with 008, only runner for Grant Maroon, and only jock for CF Dickon. So there's a bit of a worry for me on these kind of things. 7.91 was a pretty decent bat as well, considering the best is Dancing Queen at 3.46. So yeah, if Royal Wolf fluffs his lines coming back from a bit of a rest, I wouldn't be surprised if something like Dancing Queen or Au revoir or Down to Zero or 008 or Captain Hindsight or Epic Dream can actually take him on that kind of run. And then Crown Guardian has the exact distance median speed as the best, although that was at Vaal and not at Turffontein. So obviously Turffontein is a tougher course, 9.5 meters uphill. So yeah, a bit of a value for me on Dancing Queen at that kind of price, and a bit of a value for me on Down to Zero at that kind of price as well, with the blinkers fitted, because Ryan Munger does have a 50% chance as win and place from Azzy. So I don't think that it's just a Gavin Larena has gone to Au revoir and therefore he's the right one. I think all of those top 4, even top 6, can win this race. Moving to the 6th race, and if all was fair and well in war, then Reunion would be the best bet here today and would win this quite easily. He does have 6 lengths better on the next best, and he does have Gavin Larena on board, and he is a spring chicken, as you can see with that little button there. That button means that he has run way less than the average number of runs in the rest of the field, and you can see that on this rating explained button, what all of that means. Here's all the explanations down there. So that means Reunion is my first choice for me here, but not at that price. Really interested in backing him at that kind of price, especially since I have a Paul Matchett lying both of them here. Evalos Prince, my second choice. Great Warrior, my third choice. Techno Savvy, my fourth choice, and by now we know if Washang Mowing had the double earlier, which would mean I'm a little bit more interested in this Best Bomb 84 and in this exact course and distance Best Bat C. And then yeah, Skimanak probably. Will like Skimanak a bit more if the favourite Royal Wolf wins in the last one. Then we know Alec Laird is coming to the party today. But yeah, even something like Chenapot carrying 48 kilos with a Best Bomb Roll 168 and Bomb Roll Curve could upset this race as well. So yeah, it's a kind of either bank a Reunion as your best bet, or take a chance and bank a Chief Rafif on this side. Yeah, so the choice is really yours. I'm just pointing it out there. Doris Sham's only got the 2 for the day, so if a Squadron, if Chief Rafif does well, could also be improving coming from that bit of a rest here. As you can see, there's nothing in the bat 42 portion. Yeah, so Reunion or pretty much anything. In the 7th, I think Senescence should be the correct one. But I am aware that St. John Gray could be looking for each double. So Last Cheer followed by Jive Express, but don't be put off when you go Bat CD. Then Stately Home at 25 to 1 is better than Jive Express. When they ran against one another, then you can see the 0424 form. Stately Home 6th, 7th Jive Express, both on the same race. Kamala was riding, now Larena is mining, 59.5, now 60. And Nathan Klink, that won for St. John Gray in the last time here at Turffontein, was riding, and now Sherman Brown's riding. And he doesn't have he has 0 difference in weight. So half a kilo is what he's gained on Jive Express, and on that run he has actually beaten Jive Express by a very little, and now he's got a half length better, and he was supported 14 into 12. And now I get Sherman Brown, that was also running fourth on him previously, so I wouldn't leave Stately Home out of this affair. And then Lyrical Dance, Travelling Wilbury, the only runner for Lucky Hoodalakis, has also got some decent bat figures here. And then even something like Franken with Erica Verdenise now. You can see the last time Warren Kennedy was riding, ran second. Warren Kennedy's back at 12 to 1. So, yeah, some questions to be answered on this race as well. You can clearly see the honesty is not very strong in South African racing. So, there's a lot of these question marks. It's not as easy as just picking the horse with the best form. It's deciphering the actual puzzle of what they are trying to make the public believe. That's it, guys. I hope you have a great day, and we'll speak again soon.